Hey folks, you know that many people are delaying retirement. Why? Because they're waiting for perfect. They're waiting on that perfect plan to show up. They're waiting on that perfect number to be in their bank account before they pull the trigger and retire. They're waiting on the perfect timing, folks, and they're waiting on the perfect certainty. Truth is, there's no perfect plan out there for as far as retirement goes. If you're one of those people that are waiting on perfect, you're not careless, you're not irresponsible, but you're simply trying to eliminate uncertainty in a phase of your life where certainty doesn't exist. It never has. So why is retirement so different nowadays? This is the first time in your adulthood where the rules have changed. You've spent decades in a world where planning mattered, precision mattered a great deal. Mistakes, they all had consequences when we were working. You were taught to save consistently throughout your adult life. You were told you got to avoid these mistakes. At all costs, avoid them. And don't take too much of a risk, folks. Risk is bad. So the instinct became, I need to get this right. Not only do I need to get it right, I need to get it exactly right. You know, retirement isn't like other financial phases. There's no finish line to this. There's no report card coming home every 6 or 9 weeks to tell you how you're doing. There's no perfect formula. All these things you're going to have to figure out on your own. You know, trying to eliminate all the risk, it really creates just one other risk: getting started. If you never start, you'll never finish. Many seniors realized fear was simply the fear of starting something new. Retirement is an identity transition, folks. You're stepping out of a role that you've had for 30, 40, 50 decades. You're stepping into a life where you decide the structure. You decide what's going to happen. You know, retirement can be exciting and it can be terrifying, both at the same time. Perfect plans assume a lot of things. That the markets are going to behave predictably, that your spending habits are going to stay consistent throughout retirement. And here's the one I have the biggest problem with. Healthcare is never going to change. You can't even say that with a straight face. Retirement requires adaptability, folks, not perfection. Again, there is no perfection. You know, the most successful retirees adjust without panic. Here's an example. You know, there was a couple that was chasing the magic number so they could retire. They kept delaying retirement for any number of reasons. Inflation changed. Inflation changes by the hour anymore. The market shifted. You can't live your life from the market. Medical bills appeared. Folks, we're getting older. We're going to have medical bills constantly. Eventually, as they said, let's stop chasing perfect. We can't do this. Let's start chasing living. They retired with a flexible, imperfect plan. And guess what? They're doing just fine, folks. Let me take a quick pause. Hey, by the way, my name is Brian, and I run Retired Under Budget. So if you're looking for honest retirement conversation without all the hype, without all the scare tactics, please subscribe to my channel. Now, what actually creates a comfortable retirement? It's not about having the perfect numbers. We've already talked about that. There are no perfect numbers. It's not about knowing you can, because you don't know that. But you have to try. It's about spend a little less if need be. Cut back where you have to. You can change your priorities in retirement. People change them all the time. You can make calm, non-reactive decisions about everything in retirement. When retirees understand this, their stress levels drop. even if the plan doesn't change. People who delay retirement, they often say they waited too long. I've wasted the most healthy years of retirement, and they underestimated their adaptability. Folks, they realize I thought I needed more money. What they really needed was permission to live life. This is a non-renewable asset. Once it's gone, it's gone. What being ready really means, though, it's not about being 100% confident, never worrying. It's not about zero risk. There's risk in everything we do nowadays. It's not about feeling completely certain. But it does mean understanding your basics, accepting uncertainty, trusting yourself to adjust. You ask yourself this: what would I do with my time if I retired tomorrow? The fear isn't financial, folks. It's about what tomorrow looks like, who you'll be, and what's going to give you purpose in life. Your retirement isn't the end of productivity, not by any means. You can still be productive. It's the beginning of new choices. Perfection disguises itself as responsibility. Have you ever said this? I'm just being careful. I don't want to make the wrong decision. I'm just being smart when it comes to this retirement thing. I don't want to just make the wrong thing. I just want to be sure. Underneath all that, folks, is fear. It's the fear of the unknown. It's the fear of making mistakes. And it's the fear of losing control. You know, comfort comes from confidence, not control. How? Taking the first step. Adjusting your lifestyle. Learning about it. And realizing you're more capable than you thought, folks. Here's a simple exercise. Think about your last big life decision. What was it? Buying a house? Raising a family? How about changing jobs? Those are three biggies right there. You weren't 100% certain. But guess what? You figured it out. You got through it all. Retirement's going to work the same way. You don't need perfect in retirement. You just need to be prepared enough and willing to adjust. Folks, if this helped you rethink retirement, please watch my next video. It's called, Are You Financially Ready or Emotionally to Retire? I'd like to thank you for being with me today. Please, again, subscribe to my channel. I'll talk to you in the next one.